Yo, what the deal? Episode 97.
Yep, you on it, man.
I'm on it now. I got lost in the numbers. Anyway, we here at Transferable Experience Podcast, or the TEP. You got your boys here, Ed. How you doing? Got me, Julius, Juju, whatever you want to call me, man. How you doing, Ed?
Man, I'm pretty good. I normally be pretty present during the week, and I don't really get to, I always plan for the weekend, but like I never rush through my weekdays or like just be that pressed to make it to the weekend.
Yes, sir.
But for some reason, like this weekend, I was kind of pressed to make it to it, man. I don't know, because I guess for me, like I normally got stuff to look forward to during the week. We're really just boxing, but because my wrist kind of still a little wonky, I was taking this last week off. So like my week was just different, because I was just like going home and just chilling. But I was really looking forward to the weekend, man, and I was kind of like counting it down. And like I said, I normally kind of just, I know the weekend coming, so I plan for it. But I kind of just be in one of those. It come when it come. But like I was like really counting it down this weekend. Not to say that's why I don't even have that much to do this weekend, but I feel like finally having an off Friday, and like I feel like this is like the first off Friday in like a couple months where I don't necessarily have like anything to do. Like I think the last off Friday I had, like it was maybe like I had a trip. Then the one before that was like Christmas, and like I don't know, it's just always been like I had like stuff to do on my off Friday, but this one is like my chill Friday, because me on my off Fridays I go get me a little oxtail, and like I hadn't had oxtail I don't think in 2 months
since your birthday, huh?
I hadn't had it then.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said I've been so busy I hadn't been able to do my usual 1, 2. I feel like it's my first Friday where I can just do my usual 1, 2.
Get your routine.
Yeah, man. So, kind of just looking forward to that, man. Like I say, the week was smooth, but it was like that. And then, got the Super Bowl Sunday and stuff. So, I don't know. I was just kind of like looking forward to the weekend more than usual.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, I felt like it was like stuff I'm doing, but I don't have too much planned. So it'll just be kind of relaxing too. So I've been really looking forward to that, man. I've been watching the heck out that film, man. It's to the point now where I watch me so much that I'm watching him.
How he reacting, how he like moving around.
How he moving, and like
what he's setting up, and what
how much energy I'm using compared to how much energy he's using. Like I'm at that point of it now where I've watched it that many times where I'm like studying that. That's
what it's for.
Yeah, so I mean, outside of that, man, did you ever try my chili?
Yeah, I smashed on it.
I mean, I never got a review. I didn't know.
Well, I didn't want to. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this. So the chili was good. When did I eat it? I ate it. Tuesday. Okay. I had some, and bro, it was really good. It was no. I'm not trying to say that.
I ain't take it that way.
I'm not trying to say like surprising, like I thought it was gonna be bad, but it was a very good quality chili. Consistency, because some people chili be like paste, and some people like the spectrum is like it's either paste or like soupy.
When I think of pasty chili, they be like that canned chili.
I've made pasty chili before, but
I don't like it where it's like soupy, like it's like where there's no cohesion either.
It should be some viscosity. I think low meaning.
I don't know which one mean which, but
high viscosity because that means resistance to flow. So high, but anyways, I heated up like Tuesday and I ate it with some crackers. It
had a decent little kick to it.
It did. But it's funny how like I took a bite of it and I was like, yeah, this Ed. Like it's like the flavor in the chili was your personality. I was like, hey, it ain't too spicy. It ain't like too much of a like basic taste. I like it. There's something else in here. I couldn't pinpoint what the seasoning was, but it was some kind of like earthy kind of like flavor. Like,
boy, you good.
Like I don't know if it was basil Was it basil or oregano, rosemary?
Well, I put onion in it. I know you ain't talking about that.
No.
But I put like a dry ranch pack.
That's what it is.
I put 2 of them in there.
Okay, that's what it was. I was like, it's something in here.
Yeah.
It's like a dry,
God dang, you good.
Hey man, I do have a good flavor palette. I ain't even trying to.
That's what it is. I put 2 ranch packets, like they're just dry, put
like
that
a dehydrated.
And I was that in there.
And I was like, because I know like I would have tasted if you used like a chili pack. You know what I mean? Like I know what a chili pack tastes like. I like no, he made this and added his own little
1-2. I got this little thing I do.
But like it was so funny to me because it was like your personality. I like it not too spicy. It ain't too salty. Everything is like 100 across the board, but it's like one little, and that's what it was. But I enjoyed that chili, and I ate it. I ate only twice,
bro.
That's some good chili. Man.
I cooked that chili Saturday, bro.
You still on it?
Oh no, I ate it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then I finally broke down. Well, I only had like a little bit left, and I was like, bro, I can't do it. Like if something good, I can do 4 days in a row, and I'm chilling.
3 for me. I about to say.
See, that's my sister said. That's her threshold.
I was 3. 3 is me, but I can't.
If I really enjoy it, and then like I eat chili, like I make that chili like once a year. So
okay. So it's like
it's a rare treat for me. That's why I say I like it too. So like 4 days, I'm cool. But that's why I say I did Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I had like a little left, and I was like, bro, I can't do that. I went and got me a salad from Salada.
There you go.
But then I ate it for lunch because I only had like a little corner, so it wasn't gonna be enough really for dinner, but it was enough for lunch. So I just took it to lunch today and ate the last little bit because it wasn't honestly. It almost really wasn't enough for lunch because I still had to eat a banana with it.
Banana, chili, and crackers. That was your lunch.
I had
banana, chili.
Well, I had the chili and then because I ain't gonna lie, I like to like.
That's a mean combo.
It was separate. It was like banana.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I didn't eat it together consecutive. Like I wasn't little chili, little banana. Nah, it was like.
Well, I mean, but you ate your chili. I mean,
I completely ate it. Well, yeah, it was. It all ended up in the same place, but it was separate. But
no. The good thing I wanted to say is that the chili was good. I kind of wish you gave me more because I was eating with my little crackers, like my little on the border chips, and I was like,
but see, that's how I be eating my chili. I just throw a little cheese on it, and I just eat it as a dip, like regular chips. Yeah. That's how I eat mine.
That's how I ate it. Yeah. I ate it with the chips. I said crackers. It was chips. I didn't put no cheese on it because you know why? I wanted to taste the chili for its full, no additives. I was like, let me get Pause. I said, let me get the full, but it was good. And you know what's funny? I was like, you know how you be like, I was like, my chili don't taste like this, but this still good chili. So I was just like, I'm gonna have to ask him what he put in there because I was tasting it, and boy, I was trying to figure out what it was. I was like, it's not basil. It had a little, but I was like, it ain't basil, and it ain't rosemary, and I know it's not oregano because you will see that. Yeah. And I was just like, it's something like along that line.
You gonna laugh when I tell you who taught me how to make that chili?
Who?
You gonna tell you
off mic? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might say it's a person from your life.
Yeah. I know who it is.
That's who taught me how to make it.
I know who it is. That makes sense. But anyway, that makes sense. Shout out. But anyways, no, the chili was good.
But that might be a little universal hit because I always. My litmus test be you and Kendall because, Kendall, he ain't mean, but, he get down in the kitchen. So he'll like, you can tell by like how he eat it. Like if he got to add some stuff or if he just eat it, that mean because he ain't going to just say, nah, that ain't good. He just going to like quietly
do his thing.
Yeah, whatever he got to do. But when I made it one time for him, he was like, oh, no, that was good, bro.
Yeah.
Like he ain't add. Because like I say, I ain't looking for his words. I'm looking for his actions. Like, is he adding some stuff to it?
Yeah. And I purposely didn't add anything to it. You know what I'm saying?
But I got a different spice level. So for me, it had a little kick. It wasn't spicy, but that was the little.
But I felt the kick. I felt the kick.
You felt it?
Well, I didn't feel it, but I tasted it.
Yeah.
I was like, because I got a high spice tolerance. But anyway, I was like, I see you, Ed. I was like,
I say it ain't gonna blow nobody. It's just a little for those that need a little.
Yeah. It ain't gonna run nobody off the chili.
Nah.
But it's a good. You know what? That's actually a good chili. Because a good chili is like that. And if you want it spicier, then you put your own stuff in there after it's cooked. But that's like general public. I'm like, that's general public.
Yeah, that's
chili.
a universal one.
Yeah,
like
that's
if you can't really handle spice, then that one will be still okay for you.
And things like chili, like, you know, like, I mean, that one had beans in it, but most times chili, like for me, by that third day, I would have tried to like repurpose it, maybe just made hot dogs or something, you know, like something like that. But like, I didn't have enough to do that. I was like, I'm gonna eat this straight up.
I ain't even thinking about it. I could have definitely probably dressed it. I literally ate it as a dip. But that's how Sunday. Well, Saturday I had made an actual Frito pie. Like I actually had some Fritos that I put at the bottom, then put chili over it, and then cheese. But other days it was just a straight dip. And like I say, I don't make that. I only feel like because it's two things I only crave when it's cold. That's gumbo and chili. As far as now, I eat gumbo any other time, but that's the only time I'm gonna cook it because it's cold. And chili, that's for sure. It got to be cold.
You get that gut warmed up.
But like I say, I make the chili like once a year, unless it's like per request. I'll make it again if it's cold, or I just won't eat it if it's not cold. But
I haven't made a chili in a long time. I actually was in a chili cook-off back in New York. It wasn't good. But anyways,
chili or the cook-off itself?
No, my chili was our chili. Scott, I know Scott listening. We made it. It was pasty. It was
too many hands in the kitchen.
Yeah, it was too much. It wasn't Scott. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. It was just we did too much. You know what I'm saying? We did too much to the chili. Like, cause chili one of the things like it might look good then, but when it's done cooking,
when it get through percolating,
and then the real chili come out. You know, because everybody can eat chili when it's just hot and piping off the stove. Cause you know. But anyways. Good chili, man.
That is good, true though. I do like a good in between as far as consistency. I don't like it if it's too runny, but I don't like if it's super thick.
You know,
either, like,
I don't want it super thick. I don't want to have to like a chip. If I can't dip a chip, you know what I mean, and it not break, you know what I mean. That's some good chili. That's some good chili, and it's like one of those good things, general things to make. Like I said, chili because you can repurpose it. And
I might say you really could do a lot, but I didn't even think that probably would have been fire over a glizzy.
Yeah, a little glizzy, you know.
I didn't even think about it. Like I said, I was just chipping it out. And like I said, I got to yesterday and I was like, it's good, but this day 4.
Now, one thing that was interesting to me, you use pinto beans and not red beans. Or did you use red beans?
I use ranch style beans.
Oh, that's what you use. Okay. That's the only thing that might have been different for me. It wasn't a bad thing because I know I use red beans in my chili. Most people do. But that was some good beans too because they wasn't in the way. Sometimes you get the ones that's too big, it'd be like big bullets in your
because I'm not like just the biggest bean person in the world. Like, but for the chili, it makes sense. But like you say, it can get like too much or like
the beans low key in there for like texture. So it's not just no runny. Like you're not eating soup.
I might say, I feel like that's what kind of make it thick. And then I feel like that's what helped with the hardiness of it too.
Yeah, yes sir. But anyway, my week has been pretty good. You
ain't been too stressed, have you, man?
I ain't been too stressed, man. We did have, it's funny. We had like back-to-back kind of bad weather weeks in the beginning because it rained this week. So we went out of work, but we couldn't do our full workload. But it was good to get back out there.
It's sad because when I asked, have you been too stressed, I was literally talking about the Super Bowl and not your actual real life.
But you know what's funny? No, I'm not going to say that because I'm not jinxing us. But anyway, I haven't been too stressed about the Super Bowl. I'm excited for it. Because I was thinking about this yesterday. To be honest, it makes it so much better when you respect the other team.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of guys on the Eagles team that I just like disrespect. Like I respect Darius Slay. I respect Jason Kelsey. I respect Jalen Hurts. Like Gardner Minshew. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? People like that, like, man, they deserve a ring. Like if we don't get it, it
wouldn't be like if you was losing to Eli Apple.
Well, yes. You know what I'm saying? Or the Patriots or something like that. I was like, no, like the Eagles, like, that's a formidable opponent.
Yeah.
I'll be happy for I'm gonna be like, man, I'm gonna be a little salty, but it ain't gonna be like when we lost to the Bucks. I was like out of it for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But no, I am excited more than nervous for the Super Bowl. And we got good news this week. You know, me and Ed are both Suns supporters, and we got Kevin Durant, who I wore my shirt.
Yeah.
That kind of took my mind off.
I was about to say, it's been so basketball heavy this week that like it's kind of been taking over the headlines over the Super Bowl.
And these like blockbuster trades. You know what I mean? Kyrie and KD and You know what I mean?
I'm about to say it hadn't really been too much chatter about the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure it'll ramp up now that we
you can always
getting close to the weekend.
You can always tell when what the show's opening up with. Like they was opening it up with KD.
Oh
this
yeah,
year. And then and LeBron passed the.
Oh, it was a lot that happened in basketball this week
LeBron
to like kind of overshadow the Super Bowl.
He got the scoring record. What was that, Tuesday?
Yeah,
Tuesday. So like that was like everything.
Yeah, I'm about to say then the trade,
and then I wouldn't be surprised if they talk about it tomorrow, but it'll shift back.
Yeah, I think
it'll shift back.
I think it'll finally shift on Friday.
Yeah, because tomorrow everybody got to make their picks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm excited for that. And it's funny, man, being on I said this off mic, I was like, it's just funny being on the winning side of a trade.
Yeah.
For all those Sun supporters or people that keep up with NBA, we ain't been on the winning side of the trade deadline in a long time.
Yeah.
We usually on the losing side as far as like people taking stuff from us. This is the first time we got something. You know what I mean?
Especially getting a generational talent.
A top 3 player. You know what I mean? We ain't never had that since Charles. Never, that's debatable back then. But anyways, my week has been good. My energy's been up. I was texting somebody today, like, man, my energy been up, like, just going into the day, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like approaching the day instead of letting the day come to you. It seems that sounds like just semantics, but it's a different thing when you attack it.
Yeah.
Instead of just like letting it happen to you.
That's
you know what I
mean?
It's a difference. Like, man, it's different between, I got to go do this. And no, I'm going to go do it.
Yeah. It's definitely a different approach and mindset that you take.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's kind of what threw me off this week too. Cause like, unfortunately I'm a creature of habit and that includes my sleeping patterns. And like, I've been waking up at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
That'll do it. That'll do it for sure.
Sometimes I can get back to sleep, but when I get back to sleep, I'm getting back to sleep around 6.
But you got to be out there.
At heck 6:40. So, so that's kind of what's been throwing me off a little bit too. Where I feel like I'm but I don't even need a lot of sleep. But the fact is, I'm going to sleep at like 11. So it's like I'm literally not. Like I'm not getting much sleep at all, but that's why I was kind of looking forward to the weekend. I was like, okay, so I can, and like I said, I don't naturally even sleep late in, so I just need to sleep through one night though.
Yeah, like all the way through.
Because one night I did good. I fell asleep, but I fell asleep on the couch, so I woke up on the couch.
Yeah,
and when it got in the bed, but I instantly went back to sleep. Okay. But still, it was like interrupted a little bit, So that's what I'm just trying to get in. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes bro, on the weekend, because I'm just young and don't got no kids or nothing, sometimes on a Friday night, bro, I just sleep on the couch. Like I be watching something and I feel myself and I'm like,
I'll just go to sleep.
Chill, bro. Stay here.
Yeah, I do that, bro.
Then I'll like literally wake up at a normal time, then go get in the bed.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's funny that you mentioned that, because I was talking about this. You see, I got my hair done. I was getting my hair done Tuesday. I was telling, I guess the girl that was doing my hair, I was like, these last 2 weekends, bro, they haven't really been eventful for me. Like, I had something to do during the day, like we went to the swap meet and stuff like that. But as far as nighttime, I've been in the house and like, I was telling her, I had to tell myself, like, bro, it's okay. Like, it's just okay to just be here, you know? You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to go make a move. And like my last 2 Fridays have been very just me on the couch, just watching something, you know, listening to music. I do be drinking, but it just be me drinking. So, but I think those 2 things kind of gave me a good start to the week. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't overly stressed. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that was just giving myself something, which is a good segue. You know what I'm saying? To our topic of discussion today, which is self-love. Something that we all need to do. Something that we probably forget about. You know what I mean? Or we don't pay attention to. Should I pop it off?
Yeah. Or
yeah, you got it.
Okay. Just kind of define self-love. Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself, according to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. What it can look like. What am I saying? Wow. Let me turn my laptop. My goodness. I promise y'all I can read. While it can look different to each person, it encompasses being kind to yourself. So forgiving yourself, refraining from judgment, trusting yourself, and understanding and valuing your worth are some ways we can demonstrate self-love. This can also include setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your own needs while also not settling for less than you deserve. As a result, self-love can boost your well-being, both mentally and physically. Man, that really hit home for me. I feel like for me, that's literally like when I first started like therapy, literally the first thing we like worked through was me like learning how to like set boundaries. Like boundaries for yourself? Like you want to go after other people? Yeah, both. Like, I mean, they kind of correlate with one another. Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, I literally had to learn how to set healthy boundaries and like not feel like I wasn't able. Because, like I said, I feel like my issue is sometimes I like, I don't compromise. I appease, but then I overcorrect because I don't. So I appease. And then I give too much of myself, but it's not coming back in return because it's not a compromise. It's me appeasing, like doing another person's will. Yeah. And then at some point, I'd be like drained, and then I overcorrect by like not doing nothing at all. But like I said, I felt like for me, that's where the boundary came in, where I establish, something, but then it's like we work through that, and it ain't just me just succumbing to another person's will. Typically, this is romantically, of course. Yeah. But I appease a lot, too, in my everyday life. You do. And then, too, because I feel like sometimes it's like it's a thin line between appeasing and being considerate. Because considerate is thinking of others. Which is, which is typically a positive, I guess. Yeah, but like I said, I think that's where I it blur for me sometimes, and like I'm trying to be considerate, but I go a little too much, and I just you go into that other field. If I'm in Dallas and somebody in Orange, instead of me, I might say, okay, Port Arthur. That's not in between. That's me appeasing. That's appeasing. You still driving 5 hours. Yeah, and they only driving 20. Yeah, 20. So it's like that's my issue. Like where it's like a true compromise. Yeah, like you're above and beyond. But it's like, okay, I'm not going to tell you to come here because I know that's too much for you. So let me, I think some of that is rooted in just me knowing you. I know a lot of it can be rooted in you just knowing that like what you can control, you can do that the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I can get there on time, or I know I can get there safely. I don't know that too much about you. So I guess to minimize the chance of like error, yeah, I'm gonna go the extra step. So that's 100% true because I feel like people just be wild cards, and it's frankly exhausting for me. Like you just never know with people. Like it's not a good, it's not a good place. You can like establish something. Say you got plans with somebody, and you know what y'all gonna do, but you don't know what mood they gonna show up. It's like it's always that unpredictable factor with people. Yeah, yes, sir. But I know what I'm gonna feel. I know what I'm gonna do. So that's it is. It's like if I gotta I'd rather it rest on me than on another person, because like you said, I can control me. And I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but I don't like leaving it up to other people. It's like leaving it up to chance, and you hope it work out. But yeah. Why do that when you can just control the yes sir. I'm only laughing because I just thought about when you gave me that last shot in middle school. For I know what you're talking about. You reference that a lot. I be forgetting that until you bring it up. Well, no, that was just a good example. I was just like, dang, well, yeah. But anyways, no, you keep going. You was on the road. I just laughed because I had that thought. You almost made that shot. Well, I did. Jordan, I had it. Somebody shot the shot that was supposed to shoot the shot, and then they passed it to me. The play was for me. But anyway, what jumped out to me in this description was self-judgment. Because I am so hard on myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude like, Drew, why you did? I talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? They say all geniuses talk to themselves. But anyway, that was for you, boo. But anyway, I'd be like, man, why you did that? You better than that. You can do this better. You can do that better. Yeah. Like, and it don't even be like big moments. It don't even be like you, I don't know, you was a no call, no show at work. It don't be like that. Yeah. It don't be nothing like, drastic, like that can get me fired. It be like little things like,
dang, why you let that conversation go this way, or like you was trying to get this, drive this point home to somebody, and you like didn't do that as well as we wanted to do. We being me and my self-conscious, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, man, why you let that happen? And I was just like, and sometimes I don't got answers for myself. Sometimes you don't have answers for yourself. Like, well, I don't know why I did that. Or I don't know why I didn't do that, And it's funny, bro, because I know I say this a lot on the pod, but, as extroverted as I am, I do spend a lot of time with myself, and I evaluate myself all the time. I'm like always doing that. So my judgment can be critical, but it's not like a big swooping downpour of self-judgment. It's just like little things like throughout the day, could have made this late. You should have got in this lane so you didn't almost hit this car. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like, why you wasn't prepared for that? But I had to learn, or I am learning, that like sometimes you just got to go with your move and just like accept the adversity. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to stop it before it starts. Because sometimes in our anxious mind, we try to stop that adversity before it get there, and we cause something else to happen that probably wouldn't even never happen, Or you got to believe in yourself to know, like, boy, you got the tools to do this, Like, you got the tools to handle this, like, believe in yourself. So I know with me, with my self-love, that's what jumped out to me. I got to refrain from that. That's me doing that for me. Also, that kind of goes hand in hand with the forgiving yourself, too. Like, even when you do make the mistakes, like, bro, that don't define you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the end all be all for you. Like, if you, I don't know, if I do whatever, let's just say I spent more money one weekend than I was supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, forgive yourself for that. It's okay, man. Just, you might have to slide some things around for the week and draw back on a couple of things, but, forgive yourself. It's okay, bro. The next day is here, So that's just something I had to do.
I'm about to say, as long as you learn from it.
Man, that's what I push, bro.
But yeah, as I was reading this, man, I felt like that's like all this encompassing is like what I literally spent like
that's therapy,
a year of therapy learning, just honestly just self-love, where it's like definitely forgiving yourself, because it's like I'm hold people accountable, but I'm like super hyper accountable with myself, and it's like even if something go wrong, is like instead of like looking at the other person, the first thing I'm gonna do is say like what I what was on me.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
And then, like I said, you
kind of just go with it.
Like I say, it's like when you prioritize your own needs, because like I said, I feel like that can get lost too in a relationship easily.
I didn't even talk about that yet.
If you prioritize, man, it's like you be so focused on trying to like make somebody else happy that you kind of forget about yourself in the process.
Yeah,
she gonna like this, she gonna like this, and I can do this for her. Then it's like, hold on, man, like, what about you?
Yeah.
What have you done for yourself lately?
Yeah, I lose myself in like romantic relationships.
That's easy to do.
I can lose myself sometimes, especially when I'm like chasing like approval. You know what I mean? Like I be wanting them to tell me I did good. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I can get so gung ho about trying to get that feeling of affirmation. You know what I mean? That I lose myself in that, and I forget to take care of myself. And like I try so hard to do this one, like you said, do this one thing to convey this to you and show you that like I'm here. Like. I'm losing myself in the process. You ain't even realize you ain't folded that laundry in 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, last time you just did something you enjoyed. When the last time you just got on the game?
Yeah, got on the game.
Or whatever you like
just
to
took
do.
a walk.
Yeah.
Left your phone at home and took a walk. Something like that, Something like that. But speaking of things like that, I'm going to go down to the 6 ways to cultivate self-love. We don't have to go through all of them, but, we got a couple here we can just skim over. It's funny because I just bought my boy right here a journal for his birthday. Keep a gratitude journal. A big part of self-love is staying present. It's easy to get swept up in planning for the future or thinking about what you could have done differently in your life. Dr. Asar, this is a Forbes health article. We'll put it in the description. He explains that dwelling over things out of your control can raise feelings of hopelessness, stress, and anxiety. Whew, come on now. Maintaining a gratitude journal can keep you grounded by reminding yourself of what you have to feel thankful for right now. Research suggests remembering what you're thankful for can promote healthy eating and is linked to self-esteem and increase overall happiness. A daily dose of gratitude can improve your mood and is a great way to start your morning. You can download an app on gratitude, or keep a small list on your phone, or write what you're thankful for in a notebook. And we about 40 episodes ago, I remember we was talking about affirmations when we was on the daily affirmation thing, and I kind of did that today.
Funny thing is, I started those back this week.
I was about to ask you if you started. Outside of the pod, I was about to ask you, did you are you back on that?
I am, man.
Because I kind of feel like you are. Just kind of how you've been carrying yourself.
The funny thing is, I guess that's a form of practicing self-love, because like that do so much. Like when you say that stuff in the morning,
you be like, yes.
Especially some people, they cerebral. They gotta look in the mirror. I ain't gotta look in the mirror to say it, but I say that stuff to myself, and like it literally, I don't know why it give me a jolt of energy, and it just really boosts me up. Like, but it's like sometimes, like you say, you just get caught up in just trying to get up, rush to work. Sometimes you forget, man. But that stuff, man,
take that time for yourself.
Self-love. It really makes a big difference.
Like I said, my energy been up. I've been waking up about 4:45 every morning. That's just what my alarm is set to. I do fall victim, go back to sleep, but the days where I'm doing better, I stay up, I'm up for the day. So like that 5 to like 5:50 time, I'm just up there just like, man, you good. You know what I mean? Like even when you brushing your teeth, it ain't gotta be no big ceremony. Yeah. Some people do with their meditation and stuff, but I might just be brushing my feet like, all right, we gonna get it today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like let's be good. Like make your bed. Like do the things that give you those small things that get you on track, get you going. Get you on the rails and stuff like that. I do need to get a journal. I used to have an app called Perspective. It's not an advertisement, but Perspective, the Perspective app. I've showed you that app a couple of times, and that's what I used to do. I just jump up in the morning, talk to myself in there, like, man, how we feeling? Well, we could. I don't feel, as light as I did yesterday. All right, well, I guess we're gonna make this a cardio day in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And just remind yourself, like you got stuff working for you. And one thing I do, I guess a good gratitude journal for me. And I've been doing it a lot lately. I noticed it today. I've been calling my mama a lot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like randomly, like just call her, like a FaceTimer. Like when we was the ice storm, I just I was working, but I just called her like in the middle of the day, hey, what's up? We not even really talk about nothing. We just, with your mama, conversation just come. You just start talking, and your mama, you would say something to your mama, and she was like, well, you always, you know what I'm saying, was like this. So I knew that when you was a kid, and they build you up and they give you criticism in their own ways, but talking to my mom is like very constructive to me. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed I've been doing it a lot lately. Like, man, I don't feel right. Let me call my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's therapeutic for you.
It's kind of therapeutic. My mama go hear this. She be like, oh, she gonna comment on the video and stuff. I know she gonna comment. And because I just said she gonna comment, she really gonna comment now. But anyways, I've been doing that a lot lately. Just calling her, and that's kind of like a journal. Like how we say we just bounce stuff off people. I just be bouncing stuff off of her. And that's good, but I had to get an actual journal so I can write it down.
Yeah, I like putting pen in the sheets too, man. It
materializes it.
Yeah,
to me,
and then too, it kind of help you put stuff in perspective when you go back.
Oh yeah,
to some older pages, and you like, whoa, that was You didn't think you was gonna get through that one, or man, you was really that was really weighing on you. Now look at you. But yeah, I do think too, like when I'm really on top of it, like a day, like I wake up in the morning, I pray, say what I'm thankful for.
I gotta start doing it.
Then do my affirmation. Like that's me, like completely on top of it. If I do both of those, I normally
the prayer and the affirmation.
But I'm not. But yeah, when I go deep in the prayer, because I normally just if I'm in a rush, just thank you God for allowing me to see another day. But no, I used to like, hey, thank you for waking me up. Thank you for letting me wake up in the bed. Thank you for waking me up with a roof over my head, a job to go to, a way to get to my job, a job that I like, being compensated fair. Like,
come on now,
because once you start really going through stuff, you realize stuff is really a drop in the bucket, and a lot of stuff is just small inconveniences. I do realize that in my life, though, that like it's really just be small inconvenience. I don't really have anything that I'm like that's a big deal.
We can be dramatic sometimes,
even because it's like, but it's like your reality because your life's so good that you don't realize that any small thing that ain't good place, like everything else. Like even if I do like feel emotions, so it's like when I sit back, I'm like, bro, this in the grand scheme of things, like I'll take this problem if I get, or inconvenience if I get the rest of it. Like it's not that serious. I think I do a pretty good job putting stuff in perspective. That's how I think. That's why I kind of just be pretty even keeled these days, or in a relatively good mood, because it's like, yeah. But no, I do think that gratitude, man, and I think too that's why it's like draining for me when people don't like have that awareness of gratitude, because it's like, nah, man, you're not, like life is good. I mean, you got a little slight inconvenience that's annoying more than anything, but bro, we able-bodied, got a job, good job.
We got everything.
That's why I was like, man,
you're in good health. You ain't in no hospital bed.
Yeah, that's why I say, man, I think for me, that's why it's always like when people just don't got that perspective of gratitude and they just, you know.
They don't even like be gracious for like the things they.
And like I say, if something major happened, cool. You know, I'm talking about they like something small.
Oh my God, I gotta go to the store and like, at least you got a car to go to the store
and money to pay for food. Somebody
people, at a soup kitchen,
man. It hits hard for me. This was actually Saturday after the swap meet. I was getting the stuff for the chili. I was in Kroger. And I was looking for something that I was having a hard time finding, because I don't go to Kroger, but when I make the chili, I go to Kroger because I be looking for a certain thing. And there was this man, and he was like on a walker, and he had like on a walker, and he had like food on top of it. And then another guy, he came by, and he was like, "Hey man," he knew him. He was like, "Hey man, you're grabbing this stuff. You don't need to be grabbing this. This too expensive." He's like, "What you need to get is these, so it can actually last you." And he was pointing to some noodles, and it just put in my mind. I was like, "Dang!" Like some people like really just trying to like get food as cheap as they can
to stretch it,
to survive. And like I was like, I'm just in here making some chili because I feel like it. Like I don't
to even have that decision.
To where it's like I'm not deciding like just trying to. I got X amount of money only, and
this is all I can.
I got to try to make this stretch because, and it really just put stuff in perspective for me. I was like, dang, that's like. Cause he like was really like being serious, like, man, you're getting this food, this stuff, but this too expensive. You need to get these. It'll last. You can stretch them longer.
Stretch it,
I was like, man, everybody ain't where you at in life, man. And you know, granted, it's again, everybody ain't where you at because it might be people doing better, but there's people doing worse too, man. And
I tell myself that all the time. I be like, bro, I'm not where I want to be, but I ain't, and I gotta keep myself in perspective like that. Like I like you said, I like the job I go to. Like I got the freedom, like to do things like how we just go to the swap meet. We decide that week we want to go. I ain't got kids, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
That really opened my eyes. I was like, dang, he like just getting what he can off of whatever he got to just survive. And
and he probably, hey, funny. You know what make it even better? He probably a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably a good person.
I'm about to say, man, life be
just
life.
A situation.
But I always thought about that too. I was like, man, if I ain't had the support system I had in life, and it'd just be on me, because sometimes I ain't have much going on. So if it would have just been on me, I could see, I ended up in the situation. That's why I'd be like, man, you can't just be trying to oversimplify life and say, oh no, you just do this, and it's just gonna work out for you. Heck nah. I was like, heck, I felt like we kind of understood that out of college, where people think, oh yeah, go to college, get a job easily. Heck no, that don't mean nothing. That degree really.
Well, we both been there.
Yeah, that's why I say, man, that don't mean that where it ain't no giving where just because you do this, but people that got the experience where they got a degree where like an engineer and accountant where they instantly go into a job, they That's their perspective of like, oh, if you do this, that's gonna happen. Nah, that don't mean that.
That formula, that formula.
I was like, that I had a master's degree and couldn't find nothing for a while. That do not mean that. Ain't no just I'm saying guarantees or certainties. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, there's a lot to still go into that. Like, it don't just work instantly like that. Yeah. And I feel like too for me, because if I always think about that and know that if it would have just happened easily for me like that, I had that perspective like some people have. Yeah, and then I don't even like necessarily judge people because that's their experience. So that's how they think it worked.
Right.
But it's like me, I got more of a grounded, realistic perspective where I realize, sometimes that work like that when people instantly get, most times actually it don't.
I'm about to say the majority of it.
Yeah, that's when you go through that little weird period after undergrad where you felt empowered and you thought you was like did something, but now you got to figure out what do I got to go to more school or like what do I do now? Because
how do I make
this ain't what I thought it was going to be instantly afterwards, and
because you can't just show up and say, hey, I got this piece of paper.
Yeah, and they're like, so does everybody else. It's really not this special.
The rest of the 15 people lined
I
up.
say the bachelor's degree really the new high school diploma, to be honest. And like I said, unless you major in the right thing.
And you took advantage of internships and stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, man, I felt like for me though, that like helped put in perspective for me because I was like, nah, man, I didn't not had a job or be applying to 30 jobs a day, and I know what that feel like too. So I think that's what helped.
Yeah,
and my gratitude because I remember I'll never forget this day. This is when I had lost my job at the startup company and when they did all the layoffs and I was just trying to do whatever I can and I knew they was having like a what they call job fair
mm-hmm.
And bro I'm not playing. I go full suit tie resumes and stand in line, bro, because it was I never forget, it was in downtown. They got a library in downtown Dallas. And I was there and it was a line and I'm like I said, I'm in a full suit and they got people just in casual clothes, long line as heck. And like they almost had a fight in the line.
About being in the line?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I remember like I'm in there full suit thinking it's like some some man, and the stuff was just like for like just city work, just 13, 14 bucks an hour, man. I remember I told somebody that day, I was like, man, if I ever complain about going to work, just remind me of this day. Cause I really came in there thinking I was going to like get like some more like professional type opportunities. And these was just like labor jobs paying not enough to like live on your own as an adult. And I was like, man, like,
I remember
it's a lot, and I was told the line was long too. It wasn't like no short line. And I just remember I was like, man, there's people out here hurting, man, just looking for an opportunity. And I was like, and I looked like a sore thumb. The fact that I had a suit on, had my resume in like plastic, like laminate, like I was.
You was ready
because I'm thinking it's gonna be like more of a like professional like type opportunity. Just trying to
get it.
Yeah, man, 13, 14, and shoot, sense. Man. Like I said, at that time, I applied for some stuff. She says, man, I got to see if I can do what I got to do.
Get your foot in. But I remember I went down there when I was still in school, 2017. That was the year after I graduated. Things wasn't shaping up. I don't know if you remember this. I went downtown Dallas from Denton in my little 98 Infiniti, y'all. And that mug used to stop on the road sometimes when it overheated. So I had to I was just like doing what I could, you know. I went downtown to do the water meter reader test for like the city of Dallas, just to work in like, you know, the like plumbing, you know what I mean? Like just that sector. Well, I went in there, there's about 50 people in there taking that test for 2 jobs. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I was just like, you know, I mean, I looked around and you see the landscape. It was me, what I was like 21, you know what I mean? 22 maybe. And they got boys in there 50, you know what I mean? And ain't just men too, women in there too, you know, 50, 38. You know what I'm saying? They didn't I talked to people, like you said, in the line. Oh, this is my 3rd time taking the test. I'm like, man, you know, I take that test and then that reality hit you like, man, you know, like it's real out here.
Yeah, man, you just people out here hurting and looking for opportunity. You ain't the only one.
And this probably and I'm over here just trying to get something out of I'm over here just trying to get something out of college just to get some scratch on the wall. It's a brother or sister, and they're like, man, this the job I need. You know what I mean? Like, just so I can, you know, start to shake back and get my, stuff together. And I was just like, man, but what you were describing is something that's on this list. It's called practice mindfulness. Being mindful is a strategy to boost self-love. As it can help you identify what you feel, think, and want. Mm-hmm. Mindfulness encompasses being fully present, non-judgmental, and aware of what's going on around us. I think you just described that perfectly. You know what I mean? Just like being aware of the landscape of the workplace. Being aware of where you are at in your journey. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I don't got everything I want, but I got to do this one thing to get this next thing and things like that. And I have to be not only do I have to be mindful of that, we got to be grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Got to be thankful for that. You got to be willing to say, at least I got a 98 Infinity to drive to the test.
Yeah, it's somebody on public transit.
Yeah, public transit. Some people that couldn't even go. Man, my ride overslept. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? My only ride I had down there, if I know everything on the test, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't go down there. So being mindful of that'll give you a sense of self-love because it'll remind you of what you're doing, what you've done, and what you're working towards, And when you get that perspective, it can be motivating. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You can just get out there and get it. I skipped ahead a little bit because I was reading them while you was talking. And I was like, man, that was a great one. There's a couple of other ones. We don't got to read them all. I know we're getting close, but go ahead.
The next one is give yourself a compliment. A small but effective way to make yourself feel good and ultimately boost your self-confidence is giving yourself a compliment. By complimenting ourselves regularly, it starts to shift the relationship we have with ourselves as well as our mindset, explains Dr. Jarquin. We are essentially training ourselves to focus on the positives, which create more positive feelings. If you don't feel like there is anything to compliment yourself about, something small like keeping up with your self-love habits is worth praise. We need to let go of the notion that we have to be perfect. Practicing self-love is learning to extend compassion and kindness to ourselves, says Dr. Czar. If you feel uncomfortable talking to yourself, Dr. Jarquin recommends setting a time of day to compliment yourself, such as in the morning or at night before bed. She says you can write it down in a journal or put a Post-it note on the bathroom mirror before going to bed. You can even set a reminder on your phone that you are doing great. Positive affirmations such as I can do this or I am worthy, man, can also be a way to demonstrate self-love. That's literally one of my affirmations. I am enough. I say I'm enough.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But I guess I feel like that's my self compliments I give myself, or the affirmations I say. As far as me being enough. You deserving happiness and that kind of stuff, I say. Yeah.
Like you have it, like I was saying earlier, like.
And they really do. That's why what I was talking about when I do my affirmations, it really do give me like a boost, like of energy. Like, I don't know why it do though. Like
you said, speak life into you. You got to speak life into yourself.
Bro, that's important, bro.
Speak life into yourself. And it just give you that mental wherewithal to be like, man, I got this. You know what I mean? Everything today that might reveal itself as a problem ain't the biggest problem going on. Presents itself, as a problem. No, this is just something I got to work through. It give you that shift of perspective instead of making it be like, oh, why this happening to me? Like, oh, okay, it's happening. Let's get this done. Let's move through this, navigate through this. But no, those are good. Another one, like you said to give you compliment. Now this one, I'm gonna remix this one. It says speak to yourself as you would a friend. But also, like, just speaking with your friends, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, because when you talk to yourself as a friend, like, your friends are only going to see the best in you. They want the best for you, so they try to build you up. You got to talk to yourself like that, too. And if you don't feel like you got that into you, in you can call a friend, Like, so we got our good measure. We always, like, throwing something in there, like, somebody say, hey, I got this going on. Everybody going to love it. Hey, bro, prayers to you. Go do your thing. And big stuff happen. We be like, oh, there you go. This is my boy. You got it. Just that positive reinforcement sometimes goes a long way. Some people are self-starters. Some people are catalysts. Other people, they need to be, encouraged.
Or even if you are, a self-starter or account, sometimes you just want to, that's nice for you to hear too.
Hear for somebody else, And it's funny because I'd be like, I wonder how they see me. You know what I mean? And that's always interesting. It says a big, in that same thing, it says a big part of self-love is finding that little voice inside of your head. And by noticing how we talk to ourselves, we can show ourselves compassion when an interaction or assignment doesn't go as planned. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying about like, the self-judgment, you know what I mean? I got to change. I got to work to change that voice in my head, to where it's speaking positively instead of like negatively all the time, So
see, that's one thing I guess at maybe one point, but I never really talk to myself negatively much,
Well, yeah, I guess it don't be negative. I don't be like you stupid, but it'd be like critical. It'd be critical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like if I'm critical like 2 days straight, it's like, bro, like gotta get yourself right, It ain't all bad, So, that's one of them. This my favorite. This would probably be under my bio. Celebrate the small wins. I always say that. This is another section. I don't even gotta read that. You know what I mean? But we all know what that's about. Like you said. Thank you, God, for waking me up in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say that stuff is not a given, man.
Not a given.
Making it to the end of the day.
End of the day. Hey, making it home.
Yeah.
It's Black History.
I'm about to say, heck, all your loved ones seeing another day.
I promise I'll be praying for it. I'll be happy when I don't hear nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, that used to be part of my prayer. That'd be part of my prayer. Just everybody make it.
Everybody make it. Everybody get home.
So pray for everybody, for their growth and happiness.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, that I guess I say is what, and then too is like when you about to like having a quote unquote bad day from an inconvenience, but then you got that type of mindfulness was like, man, shoot, all my loved ones still here. Like, and I be walking around with that type of mindfulness. That's why I feel like don't much bother me because I'm like, bro, like,
what can I really be mad at?
Like the main stuff that really matter is still, here. So it's intact. Like, bro, that's a drop in the bucket in the grand scheme of things. All my loved ones still here.
Yeah.
I'm not about to get too worked up that somebody moved my appointment that I had.
Yeah.
Even if it is an inconvenience, it's like,
bro, just take it as it is.
A drop in the bucket.
Yeah, take it as it is.
But I do think celebrating the small wins, and that's kind of what I had to like work on too in therapy as far as, because I'm just so, I never really took the time to celebrate small wins because, when you just always, I guess, accomplishing stuff on some type of level, growing up and stuff, it's kind of like it's almost like a given. Like it's like okay.
I
but
get that. Yeah.
You're just thinking about the next thing and stuff. But I felt like as an adult these last few years, I've been like more conscious on like, I want to, this is something like when I had finally got my license for my job, and I was like, I might have a little dinner, man. We're gonna do a little something.
Yeah, and I was so happy you did that. I was like, bro, heck yeah, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, man, that's me celebrating the small wins because it used to be I'd just be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I got it. It's okay. Yep, I passed my test.
And I'd be like, man, Ed, that's such a great thing. You don't want
to? Yeah.
Well, Ed'd be like, well, I got work tomorrow, so it'd be like, all right, then.
It really would go something like that.
But you got to be thankful for that, like I said. And me, I always say this: the small wins. You get 5 wins. 5 wins. That's one big win. You know what I mean? I'm like one big win, and those are the little tedious, innocuous things that just slowly shift you. It's slowly. It's kind of like working out. You ain't gonna see, your stuff ain't gonna be buff after one day. But you go every day.
Put them small wins on top of each other.
You stack them things up for about a good 2-3 months, and you gonna be like, oh, well, hold up, shirt fitting tighter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You do the same thing with them small wins. You tell yourself, I'm enough. You do that for about a good, month. Shoot, by that 31st day. You be like, whoa, I feel good about myself. High self-esteem, things like that. And it just rolls into those major things, I would say. Lastly, of course, is social media. We all don't know what this is about. You know what I mean? Like, a core component of self-love is refraining from self-judgment. That's what I've been talking about. And compare yourself to others. An easy trap to fall into if you're constantly scrolling through social media. Research has found that many people make social comparisons based on what they see on social media, and that there's a strong relationship between social media usage and self-esteem. Limiting time on social media may alleviate feelings of loneliness, anxiety, depression, and fear of missing out. One 2018 study in particular suggests limiting social media use less than 30 minutes a day can improve your well-being. Yeah, we all know what social media is. Highlight reel. Everybody doing good on there.
Yeah,
everybody doing good. Everybody at brunch. You know,
like I said, you only see the wins. You never see the losses on there.
Ain't nobody posting no eviction notice. You know what I'm saying?
Or their car just got towed, or they just have to pay a crap ton of money that they necessarily didn't have to get their car repairs done or something.
Exactly. Ain't nobody's posting despair.
Yeah.
You know, despair isn't popular. You know what I mean? But, you know, you're going to see the trips to Cabo and Turks, you know, but you're going to see
vacations and stuff. And you might say, oh, they always on vacation. But nah, they only post when they on vacation.
Yeah,
so.
I'd be like, bro, you know what's funny? I be seeing stuff on social media and I'd be like, it's stuff happening in between that. Even on the stories, I'm like, it's like regular stuff happening.
Yeah, they had to drive that. They had to find parking. It was annoying.
It was annoying, bro. Yeah. It was annoying. They've been trying to get that server over here for like 30 minutes in that packed club. You know what I mean? Like, they just got that bottle to their section.
They've been waiting an hour.
They've been waiting an hour, you know? And I know what that minimum is at that club. You know? Yeah. And I know what that minimum is. But
I feel like... I don't know. I unfortunately have had people in my life where they like compare themselves, like, or they compare stuff to what they see on social media, and they feel inadequate. And I'll be like, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. And like you say, you never really know, because like I said, once you like, you know, see stuff on Instagram, then maybe you be around that person, and be like, oh, okay, well, in real life, and.
You ain't just that jolly.
Or it wasn't even a good night. You just happened to take some pictures at the end, but it wasn't even that fun, you know, or something like that, where it's like, man, that stuff is not really all it's cracked up to be. But I do like, I normally for Lent, I give up something. There's always normally social media and like.
Oh, that's coming up, huh?
Yeah, it is actually.
Dang. Okay.
But yeah, I like that time too, because it really just make you be just grounded in like reality, because it's like
the real stuff.
Because it's like you don't, it's like, because I know it feels like on social media, it's either people I don't really know, or if it's something going on with people I do know, I didn't get invited, or else I'd be there. And neither one of them is my business at the end of the day, because if I didn't get invited,
then
what's me seeing it? Now I'm just going to feel like, dang, what my invite, you know, or stuff like that.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
I definitely think limiting social, if it affect you like that, it can definitely, or just getting off, like, I feel like it's just healthy to take a break anyway from it for a little bit every now and again.
I like it
because one, it forces you to like live in like whatever the present is. Because even like when you go out or somewhere and you don't realize that's how you kill a lot of dead time, by just scrolling, and that could be time like interacting or because it'd be times like when I do go on my break, like I'll just be sitting there and it's like, well, I don't have nothing to do, nobody texting me, and I'm just sitting there, and you be around a bunch of people and they all on their phones, and you be like, oh,
like, dang, look how look how just controlled we are. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody like that. One thing I would say is you gotta limit that social media. Like you said, it's a highlight reel. Ain't nobody telling you the bad stuff. I like our friend group because, like, I don't think overall, as an overall group, we're not really on there like that. But it's like, I like that I know something that you did, but you ain't necessarily posted. I was like, see, that's because we keeping things sacred. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this moment is for us. You know what I mean? This one got to be on there. Except my brother Buddha, he be recording. But anyways, outside of that, I like that too, because I've become, at least on Instagram, like, I don't post as many pictures. I was looking at that today. Like, my last picture on Instagram is like, my last 3 for sure is the back to school thing, my birthday. And then before that, it's like when we went out back home or something like that. And I was just like, these are like, everything is like 4 or 5 months apart. You know what I mean? And I was like, dang, I guess I don't post enough. If people tell you that, like, dude, you don't post enough, I'd be like, well, like, when I'm like doing something, it's funny because I take pictures, but I take them for me. I don't just be like, Because I got hella pictures of like everybody just doing stuff, like random pictures.
That's
like,
why I say I want to be more conscious on documenting stuff, not necessarily posting it, but I just want to document it.
I want to have.
Like, oh yeah, this is from this. This is from this. This is from this.
Yeah, exactly. Even when we went to LA, I didn't even post nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? And we went hiking and everything. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, man, this is sacred. Like this is a moment between me and my friends. Your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro, this our moment. I know it's for this. You know what I mean? It's not. Everything isn't necessarily for the world to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they do see it, maybe it'd be a photo book or something. You know, way later down the line, and that keeps me grounded too, for sure. Because you can get lost in that. I do be on Twitter, but like, that ain't as bad for me as it is for like.
No, because I mean, Instagram. I feel like that's like
Twitter. I just be getting my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I don't feel like
I just be getting my thoughts.
Instagram is. I don't feel like Twitter is remotely reflective on life because it's just really thoughts. People don't use Twitter to like say what they doing anymore. You literally just get thoughts off it's more so news.
Yeah, news. Yeah,
Instagram is where people is more personal, where people share their lives and stuff. And I've always kind of felt that way because that's why I wasn't super duper active on Snapchat because like I don't like sharing my life like that on the internet in my day to day.
And then on like 3 separate apps, you know what I mean?
I just don't like sharing my life like that with strangers. Or like I say, or if it's people I do know and they really in my life, then they know what's going on because I communicate with them.
Yeah,
so
exactly. And where the self-love comes into play is like I said, refraining from self-judgment. But like I said, I will say this: my self-judgment doesn't come from like external forces like that. I'm not like that. I'm not wired like that.
Yeah,
it's more internal for me than it is external. Like. Shoot, you can go buy a Benz right now. I'm like, that's what's up, Ed. I ain't like, man, Ed got a Benz. What I got?
Yeah, I learned a long time ago that like
I ain't really wired like that.
Everybody got their own journey, literally, and no one's journey is exactly the same, and yours is yours.
Mm-hmm. And you got to live it, bro.
Yeah, because everybody just got a different path. So I never get caught up in that where I say, oh, because this person my age or in my proximity that we should be doing the same thing. Heck no. Bro, it's people that's got families and multiple children. Yeah. I don't feel like I need to be doing that. That's them. That's their journey.
I don't feel rushed by that at all.
Yeah, I'm going to say everybody got their own path.
I'd be happy for them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'd be shout out.
But like you said, it ain't no external force where I'm looking at myself, okay. Well, they gone, they married, so what am I doing? Let me get myself. No, it's like, oh, my time will come. My journey is my journey.
Like when I get ready, I'm gonna choose that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing, just having that autonomy for choice, which is what we described earlier in the episode. Like that pretty much gets it done. You know what I'm saying? And you know, self-love is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, just from the first thing, I
still gotta go comb. I got a lot of things I gotta comb through.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't even realize until we like went through this. I was like, heck, I didn't even realize what I was really learning in therapy at first was just self-love. Mm-hmm. Learning how to do these different things, from setting healthy boundaries, remembering yourself, no self-judgment, trusting yourself, understanding it and valuing your worth. You know,
we ain't even. I ain't even really got onto the like relationship aspect because we'll be here all night. But then again, like that's a whole nother realm for me. You know what I'm saying? Because how I act solo, you know, idly, when I'm in a partnership with someone, it switches up a little bit. You know,
that's a different dynamic.
Different dynamic. You know, when somebody, that's a whole nother thing to the equation. You know what I mean? Factor in the equation. Whew, man. But yeah, so man, self-love. And Valentine's Day is coming up. So if you single, use that day for self-love.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man.
You ain't gotta have nobody to love somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's deep. You don't have to have somebody to love somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
Love yourself.
You can love yourself.
Other people in your life.
Or just treat yourself. And you know what? That's a very big day on social media. Mm-hmm. Maybe if we know that day coming up and we know what be on there that day. That might be the day you need to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just put it down because you don't. If you know,
especially you know you're gonna get caught up in the comparison. Oh man, she got this.
Now you're looking at homeboy been working his tail off to get you there. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be
because somebody else got that. You feel like what you got is insignificant now.
Man. Don't let that discourage you. You know. Like I said, be mindful. Be mindful of what you got. So, let's go, Chiefs. Hope we get a win. I'm praying for a win. I am. As it gets close, I do get more excited. But it's really gonna hit by probably tomorrow, Saturday. It's gonna get. I'm gonna be turned up.
As a man,
I took off Monday.
As a man who don't have a dog in the race, I really just hope to see a close game and hope it don't I hope it's not. I hope the results not swayed by injury. That's
what I was saying today. I was like, I just don't want. I want a good, clean game. Nobody hurt. No key injury.
I just want whoever won, they just won.
They just went out of just good, solid competition.
Yeah, it's not swayed by.
I just want a competitive
or a call.
Yeah. And these days, what I'm saying?
Say it might come
it's gonna be a couple calls.
But that's just football. That's just football. If you agree with every call, then I don't think that's a real football game. It's gonna always be something where it's like,
yeah, that's just how the game goes. That's just how.
But no injuries, man.
No injuries. Go Chiefs.
Let whoever win.
I took off Monday because I know I'm gonna need it. I might take off Tuesday if we win.
My goodness.
I'm trying to go to the parade, bro. I don't know.
The parades be that quick of a turnaround?
Some of them. The last time we won the Super Bowl, it was a little spaced out. It wasn't like
I remember that one. Yeah, it was.
That one was. But the Rams had theirs Tuesday.
They wasn't playing.
Yeah, the Rams had theirs pretty quickly, but it's LA though, so I don't know. Maybe they was ready for that. Kansas City, you got to get everybody notified. But anyways, love yourself, man. Love those around you. Anything else? We got
the most important. Love is self love.
We got any birthdays? Not this week.
Actually, my sister birthday is this week.
Oh, give a shout out.
Oh man, happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday, sis.
I love you.
You're a hell of a bowler.
Yeah.
You're a hell of a bowler.
Man, I feel like that's a good clean hobby I might get more into.
Hey, I got another dub bowling too when I went out with my family that weekend.
Oh yeah, I ended up going.
Hey, I won, bro.
Nice.
I won.
I definitely think I probably want to get more into bowling. I like bowling.
Yeah, I like bowling too. I realized I liked it.
I like bowling. I
used to heavy a ball that time. So
I'm good for, like I said, I'm good normally for a good 2 games, but I think we played 3, or did we play 2? I don't know. It was a lot of people. They only got through 2, but I like bowling. It's a fun little time, man. But yeah, it's been episode 97 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Remember that liquor stores are closed on Sunday, so do everything you need to do Saturday. Try to beat the crowd.
Yeah. We told y'all. Oh, yeah. We told y'all to make y'all reservations. If you ain't got them, don't worry about it.
Yes,
it's over. Hey, it's a wrap now for Valentine's Day.
Don't even call around.
Hey, just go to Whole Foods. Don't go to Walmart. Go get you some quality, something out of Whole Foods. Just cook it.
Yeah, at this point.
Well, they got some parks and stuff too.
But yeah. Anyway, man, don't wait till Sunday to try to go get all your food to cook if you're cooking for the Super Bowl.
Well, you go get low key gotta get that stuff now.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know the fact because we're gonna go watch the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna go run my errands and stuff. Probably not tomorrow. Probably Saturday. Just go get my groceries and stuff just to get it out the way.
Cause Sunday.
Yeah. What time does the Super Bowl even start? Does it start at 5?
5:30.
I'm about to say, I know they always got the little extra stuff, so they started a little early.
That's why they started at 5, because it's technically at 7, I guess. But 5 is when they do all the. They start all the. You looking forward to Rihanna? Do it matter to you? Did you bet on what song she gonna do first?
No, I did not.
I thought that was a good bet. I'm not that
deep into that.
I thought that was a good bet.
You're a real gambler.
I thought that was a pretty fun bet to make.
Yeah, that's wild. But nah, I'm gonna just watch it. Take it all in. I can't say that I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not. Now that I think about it, though, one of my favorite songs. I'm pretty sure she gonna do it. She gonna do Work.
Hey, she gonna do Work.
I feel like she gonna bring out somebody. Probably Jay-Z, but I don't know. It's Jay-Z.
Nah, Jay-Z.
I was gonna say Drake, but I don't know no more. Maybe.
Who Rihanna gonna bring out?
Because I think her bigger song. So I'm thinking like Umbrella got Jay-Z on it. Yeah. That got. She don't really got that many women big collaboration songs, or I'm not thinking about them. Has she ever made a song with Beyonce?
They gonna kill us, but
I don't know.
think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. She gonna do "Have My Money" probably. She gonna do that.
I can imagine.
I know she ain't gonna do my favorite song.
What's your favorite song?
Rude Boy.
Yeah, that might be more of a deeper cut. I don't know.
If they do like a master mix,
yeah, you know what happened? It might be one of them things like Justin Timberlake, where at one point he was only doing like 15 seconds of a song.
Yeah,
I could see if she, like you say, if it's like a mix, she might do a little. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hear work though.
Oh yeah, no,
I don't think she cannot do work.
You gonna get work, and you gonna get Umbrella. Yeah, that's it.
So no, it'll be good, interesting to see.
We're gonna have a good time regardless.
Yeah, man. But it's been episode 97 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Like always, remember to do all the things on all the things, and we will talk to y'all next week.